Hello, this is H.C. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Seiken Densetsu 3! Last time, we climbed all the way up to the peak of the Corridor of Wind, and, well, now we gotta find where that god beast is hiding out. Things are gonna be a little different this time around, though. By the way, I switched to Hawk on purpose because he doesn't have any buffs to cast here. Yeah, I was about to say, how are we gonna fight the god beast all the way up there? You could just fly away whenever we deal too much damage to him or something. Why we're going to be doing this now after going through the entire dungeon, I don't know. I mean, that kind of makes the whole dungeon pointless, really. We could have just flown above the dungeon and that would have been good enough. Why are you flying all the way around the world there, Flamey? For boss time! Okay, I'm still controlling Hawk. Good. Okay, first things first, we want to get Diamond Saber on Hawk there. And I would also like to get Power Up on him as well, if I can. Hawk, there you are. Oddly enough, Dangaard is also weak to Darkness elemental attacks. Not that that's really relevant here, but it's there. But anyway, I only want to cast my buffs on Hawk there because AI control characters generally have a hard time hitting him during this whole thing. Not to mention the different phases of the fight. You'll see how it works in a moment. But anyway, yeah, I just want to have Hawk take care of most of the damage. We'll be fine then. Oh boy. I might need some healing. Yep. You know, let's just go with, like, a quick candy or something. I was thinking about using a chocolate, but I haven't even taken 300 damage yet. I would not even bother with other buffs, because whenever you switch from one phase of the fight to the next, you lose all your buffs anyway. So, yeah, it's kind of pointless. Okay, now I need to use a chocolate. There we are. Yeah, once you've dealt a sufficient amount of damage to Dangaard, he switches over to the next phase of the fight, where they change the angle that you're fighting him at. And unfortunately, yeah, we gotta re-up on our buffs there. So, yeah, it kind of makes it a little annoying, but oh well. This fight would be immensely easier if you had Angela in your party. You could deal a lot of damage with an earthquake spell or something, but sadly I do not have that. So we'll just have to do what we can. Hawk could also potentially learn Earth Jutsu if he were a ninja, but I didn't make him into one. So that does make this fight a little more tricky than on the other paths when I've done this, but we're doing okay. One thing to keep in mind is that Hawk has 2 attacks per, or 2 hits per attack. So when you're trying to attack him, you want to make sure that you give Hawk enough time to recover from both of those attacks, and then he can attack again. Okay, Duran, how are you doing? You know, let's give you a nice chocolate there. Awesome. One thing about Thunderbolt, if I recall correctly, that can even potentially silence you, and that could be really bad for Duran or Lise. Although, so far I haven't noticed it, but it could happen. And for a moment there, I was like, did I cast that on Hawk? I really hope I did. Too bad we wouldn't be able to use Thunder Jutsu either. I mean, even if you had Hawk as a ninja, Dangaard, I would think, would absorb the attack there. And, yeah, let's get a little healing there for Hawk. I was just about to use a candy on him, but I got a hit in the last moment there. So anyway, there's 4 phases to the fight. You do one phase like this, one phase like the other one, and repeat there. Sometimes I can get a lot of damage in there. If Dangaard is just kind of sitting there, I can hit him with my level 1 tech, and that works really well on him. One thing to keep in mind, though, as far as using techs goes, is that elemental sabers only stack with level 1 techs, not 2 or 3. Ow. Yeah, I could use some more chocolate. Yeah, a bit of a delay there. I was like, what happened? Well, I hope that all the debuffs don't carry over to the next fight either. I don't know why you're bothering casting, like, a spell that reduces my defense there. It won't carry over to the next phase of the fight anyway. Okay, let's see. What do we got? We need to heal up at least a little bit there. Awesome. Guy kind of reminds me of the two-headed dragon in Final Fantasy III for some reason. Probably just because he has two heads, I guess. Well, at least this guy doesn't deal so much damage to me that I have to cast the defensive buffs. But we're doing pretty good. Oh yeah, you saw when Dangaard cast speed up? Yeah, he does that whenever he gets down to a quarter of his max HP. Nothing I'm extraordinarily concerned about. Another nice thing about Hawk, since he has 2 hits, he can get up, or fill up, his level 1 tech gauge really, really quickly compared to other party members. Yeah, you see Duran and Lisa just kind of sitting there. Not really doing a whole lot to help out. Okay, let's see. Let's go with, yeah, some honey. Almost out of chocolates there. Holy cow. Okay, get good tech in there. Hopefully I'm not too late. Whoa, are you okay? Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute. Duran. Yeah. Well, maybe I should have gone with some defensive buffs. He's hitting me a little harder than I'm used to. Oh well. That should be the last healing we need. We've almost got him. Yeah, speed up normally would increase Dangaard's evasion, but as we all know, evasion is bugged in pretty much every Squaresoft game, and this game is no exception. Hooray! So, where do we go after winning the fight? I mean, what is it? Yeah, they can't take us back to the dungeon, I would imagine. Oh, okay. I guess we're back in the air now. Okay, well, what I want to do, let's see, where to go? See, I'm looking for the... No, that's Rolante. There's the next God Beast dungeon. Okay, there it is. Ancient Ruins of Light. If you remember the Priest of Light, when we were talking to him back here at Wendell, he was saying how we couldn't get to the Monostone in the area here. Well, that's where it is, because you can't get there from the world map. Okay, so what I want to do, I hope they sell the items I want to heal up with. If not, I'll go to another town then. Be right back. Okay, we're back. I had to restock on chocolates. One thing to keep in mind is that you want to have the Chibico hammer in your inventory when you're going to this place. That'll help us deal with some status ailments that we're going to be finding over there. But now that we're done with our business there, let's see, where is it? Ah, there we are. Game, can we land? Thank you. Most of this area is actually accessible outside, which kind of begs the question, why don't we just land where the boss is? Well, we can't do that yet. Yeah, one thing to keep in mind with this area, yeah, those guys, well, I can't really see them. Okay, never mind. Uh-oh. Well, not that I'm really worried about being silenced, but... Okay, there we are. Oh, treasure! Let's see what we get for our prize. Ha! Yeah, now that I don't really need them that much. Uh-oh. That's... okay. We'll try another way to get around here, then. Oh, and more of these guys from the last game. Lee, could you get up off your ass and get up top here, please? Please? Well, anyway, yeah, the enemies here are pretty tough. But I wanted to save this one for last. because I wanted to get some tier 3 spells before taking on the God Beast here. I will be doing some grinding here, and there's also a really good place to farm more of those class-changing seeds. Whew, that was close. But anyway, let's see. If we go up here... Well, let's bypass that for now. Let's see. Oh, nuts. Yeah, we can't go in the water there for some reason. We're going to have to find some way of draining it. But not right now. We'll have to find another way around. Can I hit him? Or her? Yeah, that works. Haha! I don't even want to wait around to see if you actually drop a chest. Okay, let's just, yeah. Get around those guys. Awesome. Ah, nice. Yeah, that's the guy that was there at the beginning of the dungeon, but we couldn't see them very well because they were kind of hiding on us. Okay, any treasure? No. Okay. Where am I going? Oh, right. You gotta go into the left side of that room there. Yeah, it's kind of tricky to see, but... Oh, there it is. Oh, a treasure up there, but I don't think there's anything we can do here to get up there. No, nothing we can do, but remember that treasure for later, viewers. We'll have to find another way around to get there. I keep on saying that in this dungeon, but yeah, that pretty much is how it is. Let's see, this room, that was where the monostone was, but obviously it's gone now, so not much we can do about that. Man, a lot of enemies around here like reducing my max HP. It's just a standard debuff, though. Actually, one thing that's kind of unique about that debuff is that it actually wears off over time. Most other debuffs, they last until you either go to another screen or finish the battle that you're in. Yeah, we're a bit under-leveled for this part. Hopefully I can find a healing point before it's too late. There is one around here, but it's a little bit out of the way. I might wait until later to do that. Well, there is a easier way of getting back to the entrance, too, that'll be coming up here. Now, this area is where I will be doing my level grinding. You got this room, and then there's going to be a pretty nice loop of screens for us to use. If I can actually, yeah, kill all those guys. Oh, wow. That was fast. Okay. Well, we've already maxed out strength, vitality, and intelligence, so that pretty much leaves spirit, which might help us around here. Any others? No? Not yet. Okay. Nuts. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't want to fight that guy. It's not worth it. Okay, now I want to try and hang out down below here, because if I go too high up, then I'll attract the attention of another enemy. Let's see, Hawk, you can use a lot of healing. I'm using my honey drinks because the chest that we passed up there has some of them. And I would like to be able to collect it. It might be a good... Yeah, we already... Or, no, we didn't. It might be a good idea to have Lee's cast power up while you're going through these screens. But I'm almost done with this anyway. Okay, well, let's get a little more magic defense out of it while we can. Now, remember, class changing happens at level 38. So once you hit that, you want to have all of your class changing seeds ready to go. Okay, so... I think I already got both of his spells from agility. Let's just go with that. Let me see what Hawk has there, just to be safe there. Okay, yeah, we got Spike and Arrow, and neither of them are worth it at all. So I'm not going to worry about that. Awesome. Let's see, one more. Man, that wasn't a big hit. Too bad I can't boost my defense anymore. Duran, can you attack, please? Slowpoke. Oh, easy enough. Okay, now this is a screen that I'm really looking for because we can potentially get one of these guys to spawn on Papapoto, and then he can drop the class-changing seed, just like when we were at the Labyrinth of Ice Walls. Unfortunately, no other enemies ever show up on the screen, so it's very consistent to be able to at least fight these guys here. Oh, okay. Well, if we didn't kill them that quickly, we would have spawned a Papapoto, but I didn't disable my level 1 techs. Let's see what this is all about. Can I do anything here? Ah, okay, I guess I can't do anything there yet. I don't know why, but anyway. Now, one thing you can do with these guys, sometimes they will Moogle your party, and there it is. So now we're all Moogled. So what I'm going to do is use the Chibico hammer, since you can only have one status at a time. And that'll Chibico us, and then we use it again, and we get big again. So it overwrites the Moogle status there. I mean, sure, I could cure the status one by one, but I would have to do that over and over and over again. Really, game? Really? Okay. Well, anyway. Well, we saw those tablets earlier, but remember that for later, please. First things first, though, I would like to be able to kill these guys. Well, there's another enemy around here, but we haven't found him yet. Come on. Hit something, Duran! Okay. Oh, boy. Yeah, Hawk, work your magic here. I do not want to have to deal with this guy. Hawk, can you get up off your ass and start casting? Thank you. Really? Really, game? Wow. He was in the middle of casting his spell, so it made him immune to the status. Wow, that is so horrible, game. Okay, can we try it again? Alright. Do we get any treasure out of it? No. Okay, well anyway. Even though we're in an outdoor area here, we can't just summon Flamey whenever we want to. Well, at least we get a honey drink out of it. Was it just the one, though? Yeah, it was just the one. Nuts. Okay, well, we got some healing to do. And yeah, we gotta go with Lisa. I'm probably gonna go and buy some more healing items. We are just so under-leveled for this area. But I wanted to at least come back here, because this is the best place to get those class-changing seeds. And let's see if we can solve that riddle about the 2 tablets on the wall while we're at it. Maybe that'll help us out. I don't want to fight these guys again. Let's just mosey around them. Nope, just keep on moving. Ignore them, even though they're trying to murder you. That's... Oh, you know, something I neglected to mention. With the screens there, where I was talking about doing the grinding. Yeah, from here, if you go left from up above here, that'll take you back to the first screen there, and then you can just go around in a loop over and over and over again until you get the levels or the item drops or whatever you want. So anyway, what we want to do here, let's see, we want to go with Wisp, and that opened the passage down below there, and, well, I'll just tell you, it's Shade. You do that, boom, and that lowers the water around here. And this path takes us right back to the start. Okay, well, that's pretty much most of the dungeon now, so all I really have left to do is handle that class changing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the level grinding that I was telling you guys about, and I want to get up to at least level 38, and that'll take care of business. So yeah, I'll take care of that and be right back. Okay, we're back. I got all the class-changing items I needed for Vanadist, Wanderer, and Duelist. The way you do that, to get those items, is you gotta find one of these pots at an inn somewhere, put a seed in there, boom, you get an item out of it, and you can use that in order to perform your next class change. But the thing is that in order to get specific ones, you kind of have to fool around with the random number generator. What you do is, if you didn't get the item you want, well, reset to get the seed back, then kill one of the enemies, come back. You could rest up at the end if you want to, but really the important thing is to save, reset again, and then that'll change where the random number generator is to determine what items you get. So you can just do that over and over and over again until you get whatever you want. But still, I'd like to have 6 class changing seeds, just in case I screw up one or something. Now anyway, in order to do the class change, you gotta go to the gate to the Holy Land. Once you lose control of Flaming, then just hit the A button a couple times. Boom, we're back in the Mount of Holy Land, which is, well, similar to the way it was before. The route to get to where we need to go is the same, but, well, obviously, yeah, things aren't doing too well here. Everything's kind of just fading away here. Now, if you remember, when we came here the first time, there was that one statue that the fairy said had the same mana, energy, whatever thing as the mana stones did. So, that's what we need in order to class change. We got that, we got the class changing items, you get up to level 38, and we can do the next class change. Well, there's only 2 class changes in the game, but you know what I mean. So anyway, yeah, once we get over here, you need the character you want to class change to be up front. So let's do that. Do the class change. Let's see how well this works for us. Oh, yeah, I already got those. Got plenty of them. Let's see. Well, we got to get to our items first. And Duelist. The reason I like Duelist is because of his full screen tech. And he also gets the strongest weapons in the game. He can deal the most damage with his physical attacks. So yeah, it's a really good job class. And we get a particular spell that I want to get out of him. Okay, we got that going. So Hawk, now it's your turn. Now the class change that I'm going for here is a rather unusual one, but it's pretty useful on Duran's path specifically. He gets a lot of really unique spells that I'm going to take advantage of. So, let's see. Let's go. Where is it? Wanderer. Good luck die. Just got to roll the bones, see what happens, Hawk. You got the luck stat to work for you. And you re-dyed your hair. Okay, whatever works for you. And then finally, Lise, who really isn't going to change that much from her class change, but she does get better stats. Now, since Duran is only going to have single targeting sabers, I don't really need multi-targeting buffs with Lise. So I'm actually going to change her into a Vanadis instead of Star Lancer here. So we got the proper item. And all of her buffs are still going to be single targeting, although she does get a summon that I'll never use anyway, but it's there. But alright, one nice thing about Vanadis compared to a Star Lancer is that she also gets more strength as well. Better stats in general. Okay, so here's how I'm going to handle stat growth for the Tier 3 job classes. For Duran and Lise, we want to prioritize strength, vitality, intelligence, spirit. Pretty much. Well, actually, one thing I do want to do is I want to put 1 point into vitality, but that's it. I don't want to put any more into it because once you get the tier 14 armor, you'll hit your max defense with 1 point of vitality anyway. Or you'll be really, really close to it. So yeah, you'll hit the cap at 300 there. So vitality, 1 point is top priority. Then strength, intelligence, spirit. Now for Hawk here, his stats growth is a little more tricky there because he doesn't need agility in order to learn these spells, but he does need 1 point of intelligence and spirit. Do not do not put a point into intelligence until much later. I want to put 1 point into spirit, because the thing is that when we level him up, let's see what spells he's got. Okay, the first 2 level ups are going to upgrade the Sleep Flower and Body Change spells to be multi-targeting, which I don't care about. But the next spells normally would be intelligence-based spells, but they're not really very good. So I want to learn the spirit-based spells first. So if you put 1 point into spirit, you'll be able to do that. And you'll bypass the intelligence-based spells until we've learned everything that's a spirit-based spell anyway. So yeah, 1 point into vitality, 1 point into spirit, and then strength, spirit, and intelligence, as far as like his stat growths go. I'll mention this also in the video description there in case I'm not being very clear about this. But yeah, that's basically what I want to do. I want to level up everyone to level 40, so that way we're on par with the enemies back at the Ruins of Light there, and then we can take on the last God Beast. I wonder whatever happened to that Tanapadan that those merchants were telling us about. Find out next time on Let's Play Seiken Densetsu 3! This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!